Hi everyone, my name is Mary Beth. Welcome to my channel. So today we're going to ask for tips for twin flames. Let's get some tips here. Okay, so I just grabbed a few decks here, so let's go ahead and move this down a little bit so you can kind of see here. So we're going to do tips for twin flames. What tips can we get today, please? What kind of tips? What do we need to know for the collective? This is for the collective, please. Tips for twin flames, please. We're just going to pull one from each deck. One, unless they tell me otherwise. Unless they tell me otherwise, let's just do one. One card, please. Let's have a tip. All right, we have, oh, interesting. Surrender low self-esteem. You deserve success, love, abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. Okay, so a tip for twin flames. So I know I'll mention this over and over and over, and I know it sounds redundant, but our twin flame is always mirroring back to us what's inside of us. It could be inner child work, it could be something from our inner child that was never released. It could be from a past life. It could be many things, because this is the story of unity, right? This is about union. So this is about being in union with all parts of us. And so what you might find is that your twin flame may come off as has low self-esteem, maybe doesn't feel good enough, or something, right? That doesn't feel like they're deserving. They might say something to you that sounds kind of out of balance, like that. And really what it is, it's a mirror to something inside of you. Even if you're not conscious of it, you might be unconscious of the fact that you have some low self-esteem that might be stuck from the past. So it needs to be cleared. I know that sounds weird, but it gets stuck inside of your organs, and I can help with that. If you're interested, I do appointments with that. I like to use the emotion code. Anyway, once I started doing that, my whole life has changed. I mean, with like a complete change for the better. So anyway, so a tip is to release and heal any kind of low self-esteem. And also what they're telling me, I need to see my face here too. It seems kind of silly that I'm not showing all of my face. So the low self-esteem also could be because in this twin flame journey, maybe you're feeling maybe not good enough for the relationship, or maybe you feel like my twin flame doesn't like me, or and that's giving you like low self-esteem that you didn't think that you had. And honestly, I'm not saying that you do have low self-esteem. It could be it's just mirroring back to you where you're thinking you have low self-esteem now, because you're like, oh my God, I'm not wanted, and I know this person loves me, yet they're not showing me that they want me or love me. They're ignoring me. And it really is just saying that you're ignoring yourself. It's really just saying that you're not loving yourself, that you're not emotionally connected to yourself. And so it's really more of a mirror of what's trapped inside of you. And so it could be confusing because you think it has to do with the other person, and you think, oh, the other person doesn't want to be with me, so I must not be good enough. But it really is way deeper than that. It really is. You have to kind of do the mirror work on that. Yeah, and then if you want more help on mirror work, I can help you with that if you're interested. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to another tip for twin flames. Here we go. Tips for twin flames. What other tip do we got here? Twips. Twin tips. Oh yeah. Tips for twins. Twips. I got some twips for you. Here you go. See, we're making up new words here. Here's your next twip. So it says, pay close attention to your vibrations so you attract the highest possible outcome. And I just kind of, when I learn something or when something gets channeled, I write it down and I create my own little decks here. So basically what this is saying is it's really important to really understand where you're stabilized. There's nothing wrong with being down here. Just don't stay down here. That's all. The divine feminine will tend to um, dive into the shadows. And it's okay. That's where we do all our learning, but just don't stay there. So just be careful because that's what you'll be attracting. That's where your vibrational matches, and that will be the version of your twin flame that you'll be attracting, um, because everything has a vibrational measurement. Everything has everything has a point value of where they vibrate at. Everything. I know it's odd, but everything's energy. And so if you're down in desire, which I totally understand, I've been there, yeah, for a long time. um, then now you're vibrating at 125. And that's kind of low, so you're just getting by. You're only getting by with that one. And so you will definitely, whatever version of people or experiences that are vibrating at 125 is what will be attracted. So, and I'm not saying it's a bad life. I'm just saying it could be better. That's all I'm saying. So that is a twip, a twip for you guys. Okay, so now let's take a look at another twip. Okay, so another tip for twin flames here. What else do we got here? What other tips do we have? What tips do we have for twin flames? One card. I love this deck, actually. Okay, one card. What do we got here? All right. Woo! Yes, we got the hero and the heroine. So the light attributes, they give you the light and the shadows on this deck. And passion for a journey of personal empowerment. So that's what this is. So the twin flame journey is not about landing a twin flame. It's not about marrying your whatever significant other. That's not the whole reward here. So it is a journey of self-empowerment. And so our souls are like, tick tock, we've been waiting for you. What's going on? What are you waiting for? And so they put us on this twin flame journey to kind of push us in the direction of empowerment. So just know this is a journey of empowerment. That's what the twin flame journey is. Again, it's not a journey to land your soulmate of all soulmates. That's not what this is. Seems like it is at first. Trust me, I know. I know how that feels. I was like, I never even heard of a twin flame when I first started this. I just know it was weird what was going on. I was just like, what is happening here? Like, I don't understand any of this. Like, how is this even a thing? And then when they started showing me twin flames, I started being like, oh, maybe this is what I'm on. And then I knew I was on it. And then it took me a while to figure out it was actually a journey to empowerment and self-empowerment. And that really doesn't have anything to do with other people. It has to do with me, myself, my soul, whatever you want to call it. You call it God, spirit, guides, angels, whatever you want to call it. It's all about being one with yourself and self-empowering and whatever that means to you. I know what it means to me, but it may mean something different to you. But so that is, and then they're saying to make it a passion for empowerment. So I know for me that meant really balancing up my divine feminine, divine masculine. So whenever I would see those, and I even did them, right? Because if you look at some of my old videos, most of my old videos, I was always doing divine feminine and divine masculine updates, energy updates. divine feminine, divine masculine energy updates. And what that really ended up being for me is I'm being how to balance my own divine masculine energy and my own divine feminine energy. And once I started doing that, my life just kind of really balanced and became more peaceful and joyous. And didn't matter what other people did, my life was balanced and joyful despite what was going on outside of me. And so that's what it ended up being for me. That was really empowering. It was hard work though to balance out my own divine masculine, divine feminine. I still ask my soul, I'm like, am I 100% balanced with this particular part of my divine masculine, divine feminine? I even have a chart, and I could, if you're interested, if you're interested in being mentored on this, I have this lovely chart that I found on the wakeupexperience.eu. Oh, I love that website. The wakeupexperience.eu gave me this, and then I just added a bunch of information. So, but anyway, and if you see all my old videos, I really go into this a lot. And it really kind of teaches you how to be balanced. This is what it means to be balanced in your divine feminine, divine masculine energies. And this is what did I do that right? This is where it means to be balanced. And this is where it means to be not balanced and not balanced. And so I really do live by these charts, almost like something I wish I had when I was young. When I was a teenager, I don't know, maybe even in elementary school, had someone taught me that and said, okay, if you really want the best life, the most empowered life ever, here's your charts. If they would have given me that vibrational chart and that divine masculine, divine feminine chart, my life would have been totally different. I would have probably not have gotten so sick as I was. I didn't even want to go. I didn't want to talk about it, but I wouldn't have been through all the heartache, sickness. Oh, just a lot of everything. Well, experiences. We all experience, right? But anyway, it would have been a very different journey, is all I'm saying. So anyway, so just to kind of summarize, surrender your low self-esteem, and we went over that. Really, it's a mirror. If you're noticing that with your twin flame, and if you're feeling low self-esteem in this twin flame journey, just know it's probably trapped and it needs to be released. And once you start doing that more and more and more, you'll realize that you probably are not as bad off as you thought. Or if you are, which, we all have some low self-esteem with different areas of our life. Here's the thing, like, we can't just say, oh, I have low self-esteem, or I don't have low self-esteem, because it really is, we have many areas. Oh, so I'm going to start doing this with my life coaching. We're going to start looking at areas of your life, and we're going to start coaching on those. So that'll be fun. So anyway, so let's just say I have low self-esteem in relationships, but I have very high self-esteem in my job, right? That's a thing. Or I have low self-esteem when it comes to family life. It's like, oh, I don't really feel like my family respects me, or I feel like I have high self-esteem when it comes to my friends, So it's like, it really depends on each area of your life too. So you got to look at that too. So it's really not like an all or nothing. Just kind of look and see where you may have some self-esteem issues, which we all do. Okay, and then of course, paying close attention to your vibrations. Yay! That's gonna have to be a new habit. And then of course, having a passion for this empowerment journey, because that's what you're on, an empowerment journey. Okay, well, that's all I have. So now I'm going to go into my spiel. I just feel like, at the end of it, I'll just do it. And then if you want to listen, you can. And if you don't, you can click off. Because really, I'm just here to help people. That's really it. I already have a full-time job, so I just kind of do this on the side. And but I was asked to share what I've learned, because I've learned so much. And so I enjoy sharing. And I don't really share unless I'm asked. And so I figured this is the best way to do it, because on YouTube, you either click on my channel or you don't. And if you don't want to click on my channel, then you don't want to hear me speak. So so when I'm out in the world, I don't like to really, well, sometimes I do anyway, not gonna lie, but I try not to impose my opinions and my outlooks of everything going on unless I'm asked. So, for instance, if I'm having a conversation with friends or conversation with my staff or anything like that, I usually don't talk about my outlook on life. It's very different, and so that's why I do it this way. But I am offering 10-minute free readings to anyone who subscribes. So if you are a new subscriber, you can go ahead and email me at twinflamealchemisttarot@gmail.com and let me know your one question. And I will, and I'm sorry, I always forget to say this, but it will be taped. It'll be like I will go ahead and film it and then I will send it to you. So you just gotta let me know your one question and please make it an open-ended because if it's a closed-ended question, it ends up not being 10 minutes. If it's yes or no, it doesn't really. So, and if it does end up being a yes or no, I could try to ask why it's a yes or why it's a no, but sometimes it's kind of difficult. Okay, and then I also do 1 hour mentoring if you're interested. I do mentor on anything you want. I do 1 hour where I help release trapped emotions for people, and I also do 1 hour readings for like whatever questions you might have. I do prefer to do it on empowering things, not on what's going on with your twin flame, because to me that's not very empowering and that's kind of going outside of yourself and it's not going to fix anything and it's not going to change anything. Your life's just going to stay the same in my own personal opinion, with my own personal experience is why I say that. And so again, it's and also 1 hour life coaching. So I offer 1 hour life coachings, 1 hour mentorings, 1 hour readings, and then I also have something called a Twin Flame SOS Kit, and it's 21 videos of everything I've learned. and they're not short videos, and it's 50% off, and it's for $105 for all 21 videos. If you don't want all of them, you just want 2 or more, it's $11 per video. If you just want 1 video, it's $20. So that's my SOS kit. So everything you want to know is kind of down in the description box. Anything you want to know with prices, you can click on my Etsy shop too if you want to do it that way. I prefer you email me if possible because that will save me a lot of fees. Okay, and and then also if you go on Etsy shop, it's more expensive because of the fees. If I think about it, I think on Etsy shop it might be a little more expensive too. So if you email me, it's less expensive. But again, if you're interested in a 10-minute free reading, then go ahead and email me and let me know that you're a new subscriber. And of course, thank you so much for all of my new subscribers and all my subscribers that have been with me this whole time. I'm very honored to do these readings for you, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thanks, everyone. Bye.